So now there's that. Now I'm gonna go in with the Onyx. And I'm gonna kind of do the exact same thing. So I'm just gonna run this, although I'm not gonna go so far up. So I'm gonna run this right on my lash line in a thick line. No precise way, it's just getting blended out. It's not like I'm putting on like it's an eyeliner, even though you totally can. I do it all the time. Okay, now I'm gonna take that pencil brush and I'm gonna use that brush to kind of buff out the edges, because I don't want it to blend out all the way up. I do want it blended, I just don't want it blended that high. Okay, now I'm gonna take that big fluffy brush again, and I'm just gonna do it, I'm not gonna go up high, I'm just gonna try to blend everything together down low. Okay, so you can kind of see that there. Now, you might have to go in with another transition color when you're all done to kind of clean it up, which I'm probably gonna have to do, but I'll just finish what I'm doing here. Same thing, just gonna blend it out. All right. So now I'm kind of noticing that this side's just slightly darker. So I'm just gonna add another little bit, just another little dot of color, and kind of blend that out. Just so that the intenseness of the colors are the same for both sides. Okay, there we go, it's a little more even now. Okay. Oh, see, now I see that this side right here. When I look in the other mirror, you can tell. Okay, so then now I need to kind of clean everything up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that concealer beauty blender and just kind of make sure that I didn't get anything too far up. All right, now, once again, now this probably seems very redundant, but this is what works for me. I'm gonna just kind of give that big fluffy brush a little swish on my towel just to kind of get all that excess onyx off. I'm gonna go back to my Mocha Java and I'm gonna apply a little bit more on here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use this to transition again, just to kind of blend everything together. And you know, if you know makeup, blend, blend, blend. You layer and you blend, and you layer and you blend. That's what's going to give you the best look. I know it seems like a lot more work, but it's better payoff at the end if you want your makeup to stay looking good. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now I'm going to go in with Mocha Java Shimmer, not Mocha Java Shimmer, Sandstone Pearl Shimmer. And I'm going to put some on my eyebrow and use that flat brush again, this one, to pat it kind of in, spread it around. It's basically my brow highlight. And it lightens up that area at the top. Sometimes I get it too far down. So I kind of have to take that brush and just kind of blend it out again. Sometimes I like to go inside, like I just did, just to kind of clean up that little area. Because like I said, it kind of gets out of control sometimes and you can go too far up and then it bleeds right in to your brow. And it's good to have that line of demarcation. So now it's a lot more blended. I feel a lot better about that. Okay, now I'm gonna go underneath my eye. The first thing I'm gonna use is the Garnet because I don't just want straight black underneath my eye. So I just put a little dot kind of at the corners. And then I take this little, it's called a Veramona. It's another one of those Ipsy things. It's kind of like this domed, skinny brush. It's a little bit easier to get into the precise under eye area. It's not great for blending necessarily, but it works pretty good for this part. And I do go slightly down with it because I do want this to show the most. I'm gonna go in with black, but I only want a little bit. Okay. So I just go do the outer, like, half of my eye, basically. Just the ever slightest bit of black. And then same thing. Except I don't go as far in, nor do I go as far down. That might be too much. Now I'm going to go in with an angled brush that I use. This is just a single-ended angle brush that I use for kind of my eyeliner. I use for my eyeliner. And then I'm just gonna go in next to my eye and give me a little bit of an eyeliner look. And you can just see I'm kind of patting it on there. If you have I have one too, sometimes I use it like one of the thin straight ones. Those work good too. This look is just a little bit more messy, rockery, and so I don't need to have that precise thin line. I just need to get a thick line drawn on my eye. Okay, so then there's that side. I'm gonna repeat it to the other side. And I'm just doing like a tiny little wing. Which might turn into a bigger wing in just a second, because you know how that goes. You do one line and you're like, oh my gosh. Sometimes I could save it. Like that. Just kind of blend everything back down. Okay. Sometimes I can save it. Not all the time. Okay, so bam. I'm just gonna fix this side a little bit more. This side is kind of being a pain. What I might do is just blend it out in a second because it's not working out very well today. That's okay. You can hear my kids fighting with each other outside. That's fun. Screaming. And for some reason I want more. I don't understand. keep covering this. I'm just trying to fix my, I hate wings. So I don't do them. I'm not very good at it. Might look good in the picture, but you don't know how long it took me to get there. That's the problem I have. Okay. I think, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it as that. So here it is. Look in the mirror here, make sure at least they're on the same caliber level. Just gonna give this one more little good blend. Kind of at the tops of those eyeliner lines. Just kind of blend them out. All right. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of that Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, which is the shimmer color in the inner corner of my eye. Told my husband I would be doing this for 40 minutes. It's now been 50 minutes. And then I kind of just use that back side to blend it out. All right. It's pretty dark for me, but oh well. Now some blush, and I'm going to use the, where did it go? The Mulberry, which is a very mauvey pink tone. All right, and I still use a powder highlight for my cheeks because it tends to be a little bit more of what I want when I highlight. I have used, and I still do use, the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer or the Pearlizer. It's just a little bit more toned down look, so it kind of just depends on what I want to do. All right, and the one I just used was the Urban Decay one. All right, now I go in with mascara. I'm using the dual-ended Lash Sense with Undersense. I'm gonna go in with Undersense first. And how I do that is I do the top one with Undersense, and as that dries, I go underneath and do the bottom, and then I do the other side. And sometimes I do that. Okay, stab myself in the eye. And this Undersense is for giving you a little bit more length and volume. And the one thing nice about this is that it's seriously not going to move at the concert. You know, it's 100 degrees outside. It's not gonna budge. Okay, now I'm gonna go over it, and I do the tops of my lashes, as well as the underneath. And then I just work them in place. Okay, so there's one side. I'm gonna go back in with Undersense on this other side. Just trying to clean up the little particles of shadow. Sometimes I go back and go over again too. And then I'll go in with my spoolie that I use for my eyebrows and kind of separate them out if I need to. I still feel like this side needs a little bit more, so I'm gonna go in. All right, so besides Lip Sense, that is pretty much it. I'll go back in and kind of like touch up my T-zone area underneath my eyes. And I am done. So I still don't have any idea what I'm gonna wear for my lips. I want to keep it fairly nude because my eyes are so dark. Which is really hard for me because I want to go really bright. Like red. Like I want to go red so bad, but I won't. I think I'm gonna go Bella and Bombshell. So I want to clean my lips. I just keep my witch hazel in a little spray bottle. So I sprayed it on my cotton. Now look over here. Okay. So I'm trying to do as even as possible because I only want to do one coat of this color. Okay, I'm just going to clean up the edges. Clean up the edges at the top. Kind of like lining them. there's that on. Now we're going with Bombshell. There's one. Two. Are you kneading in here?
Yeah.
Who is it?
See.
What?
It looks like there's
I'm videotaping. Can you get quiet?
Oh yeah.
Okay. See now, that line on the bottom is darker, which kind of irritates me. So I might just try to color that a little bit. Okay, one more coat with my lip like that. And let's see.